G'day. It's your boy, Danny D, a.k.a. Alaktrician Man, in the house for another Alak-Azul Show on my Sunday morning, and more than likely your Saturdays on the other side of the world. So, yeah, man, good to see you there again. There's a heap of people in the chats already, lots of viewers. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much. I got the hoodie on today. Woo! And I actually, before the stream, I was looking for my kids have got these masks from what was that show? Squid Game or something. I was going to start with that on, but I couldn't find it. So there you go. Wow, I've already got. I'm going to put this up there straight away. Wow, man, I've already got this from Matt. Brother, thank you. And you know what? I've got one of these prepared just for you as well. So we'll start it off in the right way. Alak-Azul. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. And let's just go up here. Stephen Riley, great to see you there, brother. As always, thank you very much for tuning into the stream and being active in the Telegram group. My man Fuzzy Super Mod, great to see you there, brother. And thank you for the content and the info that we ended up putting on the video. So really fantastic idea. Thank you so much for that. Streamlabs, I'm back. You know what, Matt? I think I actually switched off the Streamlabs moderator. So let's wait and see. But I think I have. So you should be safe this week. Yes, we need to stay safe in Telegram. That's one of the topics today. Definitely need to do that because obviously that's come up this past week. So, yep, that's what we've got to work on. LCM, good to see you again in the house. Absolutely fantastic. And if you're there, obviously, Tony Morrow is also in the house. So, Stephen Fuzzy, Matt, hello, fellas. Nick Niels, brother, all the way from Canada. Good to see you there. And thank you for joining me on Zoom last week and watching the UFC. That was absolutely awesome too. I think there's UFC. Yeah, there's UFC again today, but I don't know who it is. So we'll check that out. Mildred lurks in the darkest corners of Telegram, preying on the weak and unsuspecting. Yeah, I agree. Please be in your best behavior tonight. It's quite a distraction when Streamlabs has to come into class and scold you. That's awesome. Mildred and her kind, yes. Bizzo, good to see you there. Yes, let's do that. Let's make that money. Deal Bob 9000, welcome back again. I don't know if you're already in Stable Swap. I know you've been like watching in the sidelines, waiting to see what happens with it. Man, just jump on board. Not financial advice. Do your own research, but we'd love to have you there. Mr. Big in the house again, brother. If you want to, there's a link over in the Telegram groups. You know where to find them. So please come and join me if you wish. An invitation as well to anyone out there in the stream. If you want to join me in the studio, please do so. That would be absolutely awesome. Good morning. Yes, good morning, evening, afternoon, more night, wherever it is that you are in the world. I know, Tony, it's evening for you now. So, yeah, good afternoon and evening to you. Mildred and Craig are the leaders of Underground Syndicate attacking the weekend. I should be in bed. Yes, you should, brother. Yes, you should. But if you're not and you want to jump on, you're more than welcome. The links are out there. You know where they are. Millions. Wow, the chats are going crazy. Hello, Millions. Drip Millions, my man. Little Crypto NZ, you are out there. Kia ora. Kia ora. This is the beginning of the night. Yeah, beginning of the night, end of the day somewhere else. Some coin in my side. Hustle. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, fantastic. Look, we've had quite a few new people coming on this week, and we hit the 700,000 on time. That's absolutely amazing. So congratulations to all of you out there. Stable swap, like it's going great. It's going great. And obviously the better it gets, the more attention and the more eyes that come onto the project, and more scammers and fudders and all of that will be coming in. We expect that to happen. But, all of us that are already in here, and, you amazing people that are always out there watching my streams, and the people that are in the Telegrams and, in Telegram group, you're absolutely amazing. And we know what's up. We know what the real deal is. We're making money, and, the system is running the way it's supposed to be running. So, all right, we'll go into the Telegram stuff shortly. But I just want to mention, now I'm losing my train of thought. It's your fault, Matt. You made me drink Alak-Azul right at the beginning. Okay. Let me gather my thoughts for a second. No, it's gone. It's gone. Oh, no, I just realized my water, my air purifier is on 0. It means that it's no longer filtering. But anyway, hey guys, how is my audio today? I've had to make a couple of adjustments. I've had a couple of technical issues here in the office with my main computer, my main beast of a thing over here. But I wasn't kind of prepared to just transfer over and do my streams from my laptop today either. So just know that hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. But I've been having some power fluctuations here, which is really crazy. But yeah, so I think not last stream, but there's a couple of streams back, or a couple of times when I was doing AMAs. I think it was with Chris Biz. My power just went out, and that was on this computer. So I've just ordered a new UPS for the computer, which should be arriving in the next couple of days, uninterruptible power supply. So that should help me out if there are any power fluctuations. I mean, it's crazy because the power fluctuations are like literally seconds, but it's enough to shut down my computer, and then I have to start again, which is like really crazy. And I know I should have been running on UPS all this time, but you know how it is. You get things as you need them. Thank you. When calculator, you know what, guys? The calculator, there's a lot of them out there already, and it's actually it's very difficult to do an actual exact calculation. Even with the one that we're working on now, it's a liquidity simulator. It's not going to be 100% accurate. It's just going to give you an idea. We can't be 100% accurate because we don't know exactly how many people are on it and how much they put into it, and like how much your daily rewards are from your affiliates, et cetera, et cetera. So, it's we're not going to do it for each specific person. It'll also just be like a form that you would just like fill in the fields, etc., and then it'll give you a simulation. It's not going to be your exact one. Okay, because the system resources for that, for now we only have we're short of 1,000 users. But what happens when you got 10,000, 20,000, 500,000 people on here trying to do that at the same time? The system resources is going to be absolutely nuts if you're trying to feed, take from the database and, provide that information for everyone individually. So you'll have to do a little bit of calculating yourself, unfortunately, guys. But the calculator, the liquidity simulator will be coming out soon. We're just having to prioritize a few things. I noticed in the chats today, someone was asking about India. So, our big focus right now is finalizing the payment gateways and everything for India and all of that, so we can go live there, because that's going to be absolutely massive for the platform. And also, all the tidying up all the loose ends for the office here in the Philippines. And there's just so much going on, guys. Unless you're here, like where I'm sitting right now, you probably wouldn't get the full gist of what's actually going on. So we will get to that, Dilbob. Dilbob, which is like Bob Dylan, I'm guessing, like a twist of the words. So welcome, and we will get to that as soon as possible. Todd, there you are, brother. Todd in the house. I miss you guys. Why don't you guys come and join me on the stream? Come on, man. Hit me up and give me a DM. And it's been so long. I haven't spoken with you guys for ages, Todd. So just, Todd, Doug, get on here, man. Join me on the stream. Let's do that. Lillian Rose, great to see you there again, dear. Mwah. Much love to you. Good to see you there. And okay, Emmett, brother, Emmett is a freaking gem, man. Emmett is a champion. He's been out there. He's grinding. He's it took him a while to jump, to get onto the ship and realize the direction we're going. But now he's there, man. Emmett is on fire. Emmett is on fire, and as you know, trusted member in the community. And that's on Drip, as well as Drip Warriors and Aqueduct, his project Aqueduct. Legend of a man. Emmett, great to see you there, brother. Absolutely amazing and awesome that you've jumped on board and you've seen the light, which is a very, very big light in the space, and it led you here to Stable Swap. So very excited for things that are going to be coming from you. A shout out also to Kryptonite, Drip to Wealth. He's reached out as well again this week. He's just been so busy doing so many other things, and but he reached out to me the last couple of days. He said he's going to be looking into Stable Swap this weekend and possibly starting his journey in Stable Swap. And then we're trying to schedule as well for me to do an AMA on their Twitter Spaces, okay, X Spaces, within the next week, or maybe either this coming Wednesday in the US, which is my Thursday, or the following Wednesday. So they're going to try to adjust for my time zone, and I'll also do the best to try to sync up with theirs. So that's going to be awesome. Let's just pop up the stuff that's coming up here in the chats, because there's this live stream goes out to YouTube as well as Facebook. So some people on YouTube may not see the reactions from Facebook, and vice versa. So I will put up all these comments. So to see for Mexico in the works. Yeah, Emmett, actually all over the world is in the works. So, it's within the plans, and it's going to be absolutely fantastic once we can start to tap into like Latin America and, Central America, South America, those countries. It's going to be absolutely massive. The OTC is not just something that we can just implement. Obviously there's lots of things that go into that. And, those things are like, all the regulations and everything. We just don't want to go into a country without having the T's crossed and the I's dotted. We have to go in like 100% legit. So, it's all the things that you have to go through to be able to reach that point. But we are working on it, and we will definitely be there. People say, are you going to, is Stable Swap going to be around for years? Well, obviously that's our plan. We have no intention of just being here for a year or two and then disappearing. No, we want to, this is a legacy, man, building a legacy. This is building generational wealth. This is establishing things for all of our families. That's what this is about. This is not like get rich quick scheme or just come in and go wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. there's so much of that shit going on, and we don't want to be part of that. So, you know, definitely the focus is obviously long term, you know, but you can still get gains short term. But the focus is obviously long term, and we're building this out to be something like absolutely massive. So, you know, and it's going to take, you know, support from people like you. So, yes, definitely all that area south of the United States, all that area for Mexico, and, you know, all the Latin America, Central America, all of that. It's in the plans. So awesome. The emoji wizard. Yes. Yes, I love your emojis too, bro. That's freaking awesome. Drip Community PH, Mike, great to see you there, brother. Great to see you there. Yes, you've seen the light. Stable swap is the best thing in DeFi space right now, and I say that with absolute sincerity. Thank you, millions. Thank you, brother. You know, we're doing our best, and you know, well, again, it's doing our best, but also really looking at this and trying to make it as robust as possible by being real, you know, by being real. You know, I'm pretty sure that if I came out tomorrow and said, hey guys, we're going to be offering 200%, 250%, 350%, 10% a day, you know, we would probably have like 1 million people in. But I don't want to do that, because that's being unrealistic, and that's, you know, that's not great for stability, and we may be here, you know, for a few months and then disappear. I don't want to go down that road. This is about longevity, sustainability, and you know, allowing for all the members, all the users to be profitable, as well as the company to be profitable as well. You know, because without being profitable, the company, we cannot grow. You can't pull money out of thin air. So, you know, we have to look at all these things. So yeah, thank you again for everyone that's out there, man. Blue Chip, I don't know if you're out there, come and join me on the stream. Anyone else that wants to join me on the stream in the studio, please do that. And again, millions, brother, I really appreciate you, man. I appreciate the, you know, the efforts you're putting out there, and, you know, the support that you're giving us, man. I noticed the other day, Stunner Breezy's watching you, bro, and Stunner Breezy's looking and liking your stable swap stuff. So Stunner knows about us. He knows about us, and I guarantee that, right? There's a few others that have actually DM'd him directly and whatever. I don't know, guys. I don't know what it is. It may be because, you know, I'm just not good looking enough for people out there or whatever, and so they don't want to give me support. I look back at things like Drip Pot Luck, which we are going to be doing again this year, you know, helping that this year. But I never really got the support from the main upper echelon of the community, you know, and I don't know why that is. I don't know why that is, but because, I mean, hey, Drip Pot Luck was like solid, and it is still solid. Just people are not using it, and why they're not using it, I don't know, man. I never really got the support, you know, from the people at the top that could have actually helped drive more people to it. And I don't know why that is. I'm guessing the same with Stable Swap, man. There's a lot of people that know about Stable Swap, and I don't know why they're pushing it. Again, it could be me, right? We'll wait and see what happens. You know, I strongly believe that Stable Swap is just going to grow regardless, and people are going to get to that point and they go, oh geez, I should have got into this before. But as you know, it doesn't matter when you get in. It doesn't matter when you get in. You know, things are not going to change. We're still here. No one is anybody else's exit liquidity or anything like that. So, you know, we're just going to keep moving ahead, plodding on. My goodness, that thing just like, oh, we've got someone else in the stream here by the name of C. Well, I'll add you to the stream, C. Hey, C, who's this?
You remember me. How you doing?
Oh, cautious. Hey, absolutely awesome. Welcome. Glad to have you here. So this is Cautious, and I was on the AMA via Zoom with Cautious and Chris Biz.
Yes.
So great to see you there. And now we've got Jim in the house as well via Zoom with Cautious and Chris Biz. Brother, yes. I'm getting feedback on you, but welcome.
Hey, I just had to cut off my live stream, or we're gonna have some reverb.
Hey there, Jim. How are you?
How you doing there, young lady?
Good.
This is awesome. Thank you. I'm still going through the chats. There's just so many things going on in the chats right now.
Yeah, catch up with the chats. It's fine.
Yeah, so giving the community a chance at real and long-term passive income. Hey, Razor, man, I appreciate that. We're just doing our thing. We're really just doing our thing. And excuse me. Without all of you, this wouldn't happen anyway. So, greatly appreciate you as well. Like a rock. Yeah. My daughter's just going. So, okay, baby. Just see, happy with 127%. If it's sustainable for decades, cannot complain about that one bit. Even at 50%, 25% is blowing everything else out of the water. Yeah, you know what? I think so too, man. Yes, it's not the same as these other ones that offer these really high APRs or whatever, but at the end of the day, how long are they going to last? With what we're doing, I know we're going to be here for a very, very long time. If not indefinitely. So, well, at least until I retire, like properly retire. But then there's going to be other people that'll be taking it over anyway. So, we're definitely here to stay. Matt, you're so generous today. You're better looking with that Alak-Azul hat on. You know what? I'm not going to put the hat on today, but I am going to do another one of these for you. Okay. Alak-Azul, Matt, thank you very much. Why are you shaking your head, Jim?
I need a bottle of that stuff. I don't have any Alak-Azul.
It'll come.
It'll
definitely come.
I'll definitely be ordering one.
Absolutely. I have to make a trip to the US sometime this year. If not, it'll be next year. And if it's not out on the market yet over there, which it should be, if not, I'll bring some over and we'll catch up for a few
yes,
Alak-Azul.
I'll definitely meet up with you.
There you go. So USDC in my MetaMask on ETH. Can I deposit it from the same wallet I have USDC, USDT on BNB? Hang on. Let me stop and think about this for a second. USDT and USDC in MetaMask on ETH. No, you cannot. You cannot, brother. You have to convert that USDT, USDC that you have on ETH. You have to swap it over to be on BNB. Although the names are the same, they're on different networks, so they are actually different tokens. Okay, so if I read that right. So
yeah, you have your ERC20, which would be on the Ethereum network, and then your BEP20, which would be on the Binance Smart Chain network.
That's right. Exactly. So there you go. With the token in the bottle, so I can get 10,000 worth of Alak-Azul token. Yeah, brother, you will have, a five in 2,000 chance to get that. Awesome. We have got Doug and Todd in the house, my boys.
It's been a while.
It has been a minute.
Wow, we got a 2-in-1 shot here.
Yeah, it's been a minute. What are you doing? Watching TV?
Right, we're watching you on the big screen.
There you go.
See, we got to have the big screen involved.
Oh man, have to.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's awesome. It's fantastic to see you. It's been a long time, man.
Oh, I know, right? It's been crazy around here lately.
Yeah, and you're not in Stable Swap yet. What's the go? Come on, man.
Honestly, it's something that we've been looking at. We're finally starting to get back above water again after a little setback of ours, and we started to get back pretty heavy into crypto again and trying to get involved again,
Sweet, man. Well, we've got a great place for you to park some stuff. So, hey, just a quick shout out to Millions, brother. That's all good, man. I understand it's like, 2 in the morning or something over there for you, almost 3, I guess. But great. Thank you again for popping in, brother. And I'll catch you on one of your streams soon. And it's going to be awesome, man. I always love having Millions on the show. So,
well, one thing about him, he will love you long time.
Exactly. Love you long time. I remember where that originally came from. Do you know where that came from?
It's a phrase that I used and picked up a while when I was younger, but I don't remember where it came from.
It was actually from a Bruce Lee movie.
You are right.
Yes. Susie Wong. My name's Susie Wong. Me love you long
Me
time.
love you long time. Yes.
Yeah, that was like, geez, that's now showing my age to be able to remember that.
Yeah, that's all right.
There you go. Yeah, man, Doug and Todd, brothers, this has been so crazy, such a crazy whirlwind event, being the rise of Stable Swap.
Right.
It's super awesome, super solid, and Jim and Cautious here on the stream, they can attest to that. It's been amazing, absolutely amazing. This thing is growing. Well, it's starting to snowball now.
Well, tell me, so what day exactly in November did it start?
November 9 here, November 8 in the US.
Okay, so we're not even February 8th yet, and we're over 700,000.
Yep.
In liquidity. And
absolutely.
We will likely be over $1 million by the end of February, easily.
Well, if you look at that, we're averaging anywhere between, I think it's around between 10 to 15,000 USD a day. Okay. So if you take that into account, we're probably looking at 1.5 mil by the end of February.
Yeah.
Realistically.
And I think somebody just deposited around 48.
So not February, March.
Yeah.
February. Yeah.
Somebody deposited 4,800 about an hour ago.
Yeah, that's right. And I've been getting messages from people, and look, guys, there is promos coming in February. I am not going to expand on it, okay? But people have been messaging me, and I know what would happen in certain areas of the world is everyone would just wait for February, and I get that. I get that, right?
Yeah,
and so they start to slow things down, but I mean, it's not slowing down. Every day we're still getting the deposits through, because it doesn't really matter. I mean, at Doug and Todd, I don't know if you know about this, but at the moment, our highest tier, which is for 300 days, is 0.35% per day, which gives you 10.5% roughly per month on stable coins.
Nice.
Zero volatility, right?
Very nice.
So that's actually better than something that's giving you 2% a day that may dump tomorrow in price.
Right.
So you can literally like put out a plan and budget it properly, because this thing's not going to dump.
Yep.
All right. So, that's the beauty and the power of what's happening with Stable Swap right now. And so people are putting in regardless of promos or whatever. But yes, guys, there are promos coming in February. But please don't use that as a thing to say, hey, let's wait till February. You know what I mean? But just always have a bag ready just in case, for February, because at this point, I'm not telling you what the APR is going to be. I'm not telling you what the other things that are going to be, the other promos for the month of February. But just know that something is coming. And then the next month, something is coming again. And the next month, and the next month, and the next month. And it's about keeping engagement with the community and just letting you guys know, man, always have that little bit of a side bag ready to go, just in case.
Right. For my example, and of course, Danny knows that I'm putting in 25 USDT every single day into the platform. So, and my plan is, since it's a 300-day provision, that 25 going in every day, I'm going to do for 300 straight days. So on day 301, I will get that 25 back. Plus, at that point, I'll be earning over $25 a day easily. And so from that point forward, I'll be adding 50 USDT back into the platform for 300 straight days.
Okay.
And it will just double again to 100 USDT the next cycle and the next cycle. So, and of course, I'm sharing it with others. So I have the affiliate side of it, which is optional, but I'm sharing that side of it. So that money that's coming in from sharing is helping me feed the 25 USDT every day into the platform without using my own funds.
Yeah.
So it's a snowball effect. And I foresee probably come Thanksgiving of this year.
Yep.
I can see where I'm feeding the beast that is Stable Swap every day, and I'm also taking profits. So
yeah,
that's my game plan. And irregardless of what Danny comes out with these promos in February, I'll have a side bag over here, like he says, in my Stable Swap wallet, extra. And so if I see this promo happen within an hour, and it's going to expire within an hour, I'll have a side bag. I said, okay, even though I'm putting my 25 in every day, this side bag is going in right now.
Absolutely. There you go. Matt, you're a clown, brother. Has to explain to my wife why there's no money for Valentine's Day or going to the promo. Sure, let's do a Zoom. Let's talk with her. Gary, number 1R8. Great to see you there. That's Gary 777. As always, like, fantastic to see you there. Doug and Todd, small deposit could easily pay for the latest kitchen renovation. No problem. There you go. Absolutely. It's pretty crazy, man, if you look at it and if you strategize it the right way. I mean, Jim, I gotta do a shout out to you again, man. The video you did in regards to your strategy, like 25 a day, and you're continually doing, a lot of people are taking that on board, and I'm getting messages from people, offline here, and they're following your strategy. Well.
I'm noticing the 25s are coming repeatedly now on your bot inside the Telegram. Yep. And I'm saying, that's not my 25.
No, that's it. They're following your strategy. And some people are taking it even to the extreme. There's someone that I know that's doing 100 a day based on what you're doing.
Nice. So they're just speeding up their strategy. Again, as you were saying, use your own strategy on how you want to do this.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean, somebody was telling me, well, Jim, by the end of that, that's $7,500. I said, in USDT value. And I said, yeah, it is. But over the 10-month course, if you're budgeting for it, it's $750 every month for 10 months.
Yes.
And of course, because I'm sharing it with others, a lot of that is not coming out of my pocket.
Yeah.
I mean, it's residual income that's just sitting there, and I'm just patient. And it'll come after midnight my time. And I said, okay, here goes this 25. It's going in right now. And
that's right.
Repeat the cycle.
And you're putting that, Jim, you're putting that in a long term, right?
Yes, ma'am. That's my long-term game plan. So if I was not even sharing the program with anybody at all, that 25 every day into the platform would turn into $125,000 back out of Stable Swap in about three and a half years or less.
Yeah.
Now, it's amazing.
It is.
And $25 is reasonable. People waste that on a Happy Meal. It's
absolutely. Yep. Anyone that, like, in Australia, if there's anyone in Australia that's smoking and the pack of cigarettes is like $60 or $65 for a pack now in Australia. Yes. Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Give up half a pack of cigarettes a day. That's how it is. Reduction to the ridiculous is the way I try to explain it, right? Bring it down to, like, instead of having that one cigarette, work out how much that's going to be. It's $2. Stick that $2 into a jar. And at the end of the day, right, if you cut it down to half, at the end of the day, you've got enough there to actually put in and, start making some real money and real gains from it on something like Stable Swap, where you're not going to have a price dump.
Yeah.
It's an adjustment, right? I mean, at the end of the day, or the beginning of the night, as Zach would say, and I don't know where Zach is. He normally jumps in on these streams with us. But, if you want to do something, there's every opportunity to do something. If you don't truly want to do something, there's so many excuses. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's up to you. It's up to you what you want to do. For me, it's about generational wealth as well, about establishing a legacy for my children. I've gone through some major struggles in my life, and I don't want them to see the same. Well, I think having struggles is a good thing in regards to character building as well, because you learn from that. But, some of the situations I've been in, I really don't wish that upon my worst enemy. And so I'm trying to establish and teach my children to get to that point where they start thinking about things a little bit more and start looking at these little sacrifices that you can make along the way to help you later on in life. Don't worry about what other people think of you. Just focus on what you're going to do. I'm getting a little bit off. Yeah. We've got Little Crypto in the house as well. Little Crypto, New Zealand, NZ. Hey, great to see you there yet again.
Kia ora whānau, kia ora family. How are you?
Yeah. Doing fantastic. Doing absolutely fantastic. So, this stream is awesome. Absolutely awesome today.
We're featuring animals now. We're featuring
May I introduce some other whānau in the house?
Yeah, look, there's more people out there. Wow, it's growing.
That's our lovely Anne.
G'day.
And lovely Kelly.
That's
and
fantastic.
Also, like Doug and Todd.
Screen.
Got the big screen.
There we are.
I'm going to crack the screen if y'all keep doing that.
So yeah, absolutely awesome. Jim, what's your beautiful cat's name?
Well, this is Samuel, and he has a brother also. I named him Tobiah, or Toby for short.
Okay.
They were adopted and as babies. I've had them about 8 years now.
Oh wow, that's awesome.
But they're indoor cats, and I'll take care of them.
Sweet. Hey, quick question: how do you, other than having just a scratch post, how do you stop them from tearing up your furniture, man? Like, that's my biggest issue. We've got 2 cats as well in here, and the furniture.
There's actually a spray product out there that you can spray on anything.
Oh, really?
Anything that you want to repel them from.
Oh,
so,
okay. I'm gonna have to look into that.
If you spray your furniture, kind of like if you were cleaning your furniture and getting all the stuff off of it, you can actually spray this on anything and wipe it down. And they don't like the smell, so they won't. It is a struggle, and I'm not saying it's 100% foolproof. So I have stuff, laid on top of furniture, so because they like to get up on top of furniture, even despite you trying to train them. But the scratching posts, I've got 3 scratching posts all throughout the house. So
okay,
they go from one point to another, and that's where they scratch.
No, okay. Oh well, I'm gonna have to look into that, man, because that's my major issue at the moment. We got this really nice big leather couch, and the bottom parts of it are just like,
that's right.
And it gets me frustrated. So I'll definitely have to look into that.
Danny, we got to figure out how to send you one of these little things that we got here.
What's that one? Oh, look. Oh, beautiful.
We had a little surprise of 9 of them.
Oh,
wow.
Yeah.
What a cutie. What a cutie. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you can email it to me.
We'll just get a shipping crate. We'll send it on.
Yeah, we'll have to work something out. But so Matt, when we have 5 million liquidity, Dan will have 100 people in the stream. Hey, you know what? That's not. It could possibly happen. You just never ever know. I mean, the 5 million will definitely get there, but having all those people on the stream, you just never ever know. Never ever know. So, guys, okay, a couple of things I want to touch on. I know this is about the security aspect of Telegram, which I did play that video in the beginning. I'll play it again in a minute. We've got that. We will touch on that. But something I do want to mention today is the update that we did in regards to minimum deposits this past week. I just want people to understand what that's about. Okay. So the minimum deposits has been, why that came about is actually that's been in place for such a long time. Okay, ever since the beginning, we have had that. It's a minimum deposit, not liquidity provision. Please note, guys, it is a minimum deposit, not liquidity provision. Minimum deposit was always at $50, right? 50 USDT, USDC, and it was always that. But we were allowing people to do lower amounts. Unless the amount was like less than 10, then the system wouldn't acknowledge it. It'd be sitting there, it would go through, but it would not be on the dashboard in no way, shape, or form. Because what happens is we don't actually charge anybody deposit fees. We don't charge you gas for deposit. Okay. Whereas you've got most other platforms that'll charge you like 10% or whatever to do your deposits, or, you know, however many percent. Whereas with us, we don't. We actually shoulder that. Okay. We shoulder the internal gas fees. You still get a gas fee from your MetaMask or whatever if you're going to be transferring it that way. But internally, we don't charge you a fee. And unfortunately, what's been happening, Tron has been slowly creeping up in fees. Okay. And internal gas fees. So if you have a lower amount, I mean, as an example, even on 50 USDT on Tron, it costs us 4.4% internally, right? And so if you were to lower that, that's obviously going to be an even bigger percentage. So before we even start, internally, we're already losing that amount. You know what I mean? And so we've had to adjust minimums. And even at 50, it's still, again, we are profitable, but you've got to look at it on the, you know, in regards to system health. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, that's why we had to make those adjustments. So right now, if you're using Tron network, it is a minimum of 50 USDT or USDC for deposits, but it's still only minimum of 25 for liquidity provisions if you're doing the 300 days. Yeah. So it doesn't affect the amounts for liquidity provisions, only the actual deposit that goes to your stable swap wallet. Okay. So you're looking at minimum 50 USDT or USDC on Tron, 25 USDT or USDC on Binance Smart Chain. Ethereum, which we know is always damn expensive for gas, we have no choice but to put that at a minimum of 250 if you're going to be using Ethereum, and that's for USDT or USDC. Okay. So that's the explanation as to why. It's because of internal gas fees, and we've had to try to put it to a limit where we're allowing, you know, for future fluctuations as well. You know, we've tried to find that balance. You know, I've been with Tron for a long time as well, with other projects that I was involved in a long time ago. And that was the biggest killer, was the ever increasing gas fees. So it was very difficult to try to budget properly when you know that the gas fees are going to be going up, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. So, I mean, there are ways to counteract that, which we are looking into in regards to like energy and et cetera, as opposed to using straight Tron. But again, that's another thing that that complicates things. And we really want to try to keep it simple. All right. So, you know, that's why we've had to make those changes. So anyone that's, you know, that's not in the Telegram, but you're watching the stream, then yeah, that's the explanation of why we've had to put those things into place. Now, the other thing I want to touch on there as well is the fact that, you know, we have messages from people in regards to, like, in tech support, we get messages from people all the time. Oh, I sent the wrong token. Oh, I sent this token, but it was on the wrong network, and things like that. And up to this point, we've been able to assist people as much as possible, right, on that. But please, guys, bear in mind, that actually takes up a lot of resources for us, you know, that you know, it's very time consuming to do things like that, to try to follow it up, et cetera, et cetera. And then there's security issues that come into place when we try to move from this wallet to that wallet, and all those things, right? So we're kind of like moving forward. And this is only with less than 1,000 people. What happens if you've got like 10,000 people trying to, you know, within the system, and they're all messaging you on things that are their own user error? Mm-hmm. The system works perfect. I'm telling you, well, I would say perfect, right? But majority of tech support issues that come through is user error. Okay, user error. And in reality, you know, yes, we're CeFi, but we're also DeFi. But reality is, it's crypto. If you send something to the wrong address or the wrong network, in reality, in most other cases, you've lost it. And we do put that down the bottom on when you're doing deposits. Please ensure that this is only for like Tether or whatever when you're sending it, because otherwise it could be lost forever. I mean, that's the reality. Okay. And, you know, people will say, oh, yeah, but, you know, when I'm dealing with stuff like Binance or whatever, and they can sort it out. Yeah, but you got to remember how many people are actually working for Binance for them to be able to do a turnaround on things like that. And even with them, sometimes it takes like 24 hours to 48 hours or however long to do it, if they can do it. Right. We're not quite as big as Binance yet. We will be.
Nice.
We will be. But for now, we're not. And so, you know, guys, you've got to look at the system resources and things like that in regards to like the system itself, but also the people. You know, you guys know me. I'm on Telegram probably 18 to 20 hours a day. I survive on 3 or 4 hours a night.
That means Danny D's not doing squat. He's just sitting there in front of the computer.
But Danny,
which we know is not true.
Yeah. Sorry, Lil, yes?
Could I just say that is exactly why we are doing this as a collective, because it's those little menial tasks that are very important, but in terms of creating your MetaMask wallet or your Ravi wallet, how to transfer fiat into crypto. And so by us working together and dealing with those tasks, it eliminates that stress upon your tech team. And also there's someone locally here that can show our people. So that's what we're working towards.
Definitely. And I appreciate that. Education is key. Definitely education is key there, and like teaching people how to do this and how to do that and making it smooth. But, you know, obviously there's still going to be that. There's still always going to be those people that are just coming in and they don't have that support base from other people. They may have just heard about this somewhere on the grapevine and go, oh, okay, I'm going to try it. But they haven't gone through those steps of educating themselves, right? So there will be mistakes made along the way. Look, people that have been in the system, you know, in the game or the crypto space for a long time still make mistakes, you know. But unfortunately, that's one of the, we do, right? We do, Jim. We do. And
we try not to. We try not to, but we still do. And mainly because we get in a hurry. Yeah, you just get in a hurry.
Mm-hmm. That's it. So, you know, that's something you do have to be careful about. You know, we can't at this stage, we cannot promise you if you make these mistakes, we cannot give you the promise that we're going to be able to correct that for you. Okay. It's just one of those things you've got to look at.
It's a scary journey for newbies who are just coming into crypto. It's quite a scary journey. So my advice would be, link in, join the Stable Stop Telegram for a start, but also link in with some of us that have been in there from the beginning and reach out. Blue Chip's a great example, who's available to support people. So reach out to the ones who are already in it to help navigate that.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and again, I try as much as I can to be there for everybody on the Telegram, and I try. You guys see, I try to respond as much as possible, and it's just one of those things. I mean, we are training some customer service people right now, which will be like full time doing that, and tech support, etc. But for the moment, our focus is really just pushing out the roadmap and putting that out there and making sure that it's done properly. So, these things will come in time, but in the meantime, man, I'm reaching out. I'm asking for everyone to be a little bit patient with what we're doing and just understand that a lot of this is on you. Doug and Todd, you've known me for many, many years now, and you know how it is. And I always say, when you enter the crypto space, you are effectively your own bank.
Absolutely.
You are effectively your own bank. There's no one there to go, oh, okay, I lost my password. Well, I'm sorry, this is crypto, right? This is entirely up to you. You have to be aware of these things and make sure you educate yourself on these things. So you know where you're going. If you don't fully understand, reach out to someone. There's lots of people in the community, right? Do your research on YouTube or whatever. But effectively, you are your own bank. It's up to you to be responsible for your keys. It's up to you to be responsible for your transactions and things like that. Okay, that's what this is about. So again, as much as we want to help, we truly do. It's a reality of system resources. I'm already on here 18 to 20 hours a day. I do have a team, but they're focused on other things at the moment because we are trying to push out this roadmap. And if you guys haven't been keeping up, our roadmap is huge, right? It's absolutely massive. So the amount of work that goes into that. I mean, this month alone, we're looking at, we're looking at putting on another 12 people on staff.
Wow.
Okay. And that's to cover other things like integrations with the new things that we are bringing into the platform as well. All right.
Well, not only that, Danny, but when you bring on India, oh my gosh, the OTC side of it is just going to explode.
Yep, absolutely. You're looking at millions and millions of people there, like in India. So we've got India coming, we've got Dubai coming, we've got Vietnam, we've got Turkey, we've got Malaysia. It looks like we're doing Singapore as well. So, that's just in the near future. It extends a lot further than that. We're talking about like Latin America and stuff like that, and eventually cutting through all the red tape to be able to do OTC, quite possibly in the US.
Well, that will happen by you keep adding these countries.
Yes.
And the demand will be there. Now, you're already going to get people like me in the United States in the liquidity provision side of things, earning off of the countries that you're adding.
Yes.
But once that demand is there and they say you have 10 countries under your belt running smoothly, 15 countries, the United States will just say, hey, yeah, let's get part of this.
Yeah, let's hope, huh? Let's hope. But I think, we're definitely working towards that. We never stop, man. We never stop. Stable swap ETF coming soon. Let's not talk about that one. Much time on Telegram. And you're sitting there on the stream and you're messaging. Blue drink behind him keeps moving. Yes, it does. Matt, no ETF, please. All right, but you know what? No ETF, but Matt's going to send me another $5 on the super chats, I think.
Here we go. Here he goes. The blue juice.
Here he goes. Alak-Azul. Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. So any questions on that, guys? Anything that you want to know regarding what we just discussed
well, if you're doing a $25 a day plan like I am, I mean, it's no big deal to just pop in 50, 100, 200 into the stable swap wallet. And then, you pop in the $25 a day into the provision, the liquidity provision. And you may have to top off again, in a couple of weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. The thing is that you already know you're going to spend it if that's part of your strategy. Yeah. You're going to do 25 a day. So like prep it, do 50 or 100 in your balance. So then that it's there every day. And it's a similar strategy that we're working with our people here on the ground here in the Philippines. Okay. Because the OTC part, it's coming to that point that they will be able to use the actual OTC and the app, which we're also developing for people on the ground here. They can use that to pay their bills. They can use it to, go shopping with, et cetera, et cetera. So let's say, for example, someone's budget for the month, let's say it's their bills is going to cost them 20,000 pesos, for example. Okay. Basically, they just load that into their stable swap wallet using their OTC, and then use the OTC. It's already there because we are implementing a fiat wallet as well for pesos over here. And then same in India, et cetera, et cetera. So you've got that budget of 20,000 pesos a month that you're going to spend on bills. Why not put it into the OTC, through the OTC, put it into your wallet, and then just pay your bill straight from there and being rewarded for doing so?
Now I got a question about that. So the bill pay mechanism that you're describing, is there fees associated with that coming to stable swap?
The fees going in, actually cash in, there's zero fee. We don't charge you anything for cash in.
Okay.
We don't charge you anything for cash in. And then when you're doing bill pay, it depends on the service provider. It depends on who you're paying bills to. Some like the electricity bill, some companies for electricity bills will charge you like a service fee, but that's on their end.
Right.
Okay. Etc. So there are fees associated with bill pays, etc. But you know, I can't release those figures at this point in time.
No, I'm not asking, but I guess my motive behind the question is this an additional revenue source that StableSwap would have that would help pay us in our liquidity provisions?
1000%.
Okay. That was what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah. So every transaction that happens on the OTC, whether it's for crypto or whatever, there's percentage of that goes back to paying the rewards that you guys are getting for providing liquidity.
Yeah, nice.
Okay. Every single, including when the micro lending comes in and all of that. So there's just so much more that's being added to this, you know, and it works as a whole. So yes, that's definitely going to be the case. Okay.
Very nice.
And yeah, I mean, like for that, even just using same as Cash App or Venmo or something in the US, for example, you know, you can send cash to people, you can pay bills or whatever, and you're going to get rewarded for actually doing that.
Nice.
I could go and send like a cousin in the southern part of the Philippines or whatever, a family member, or, you know, even my daughter. Let's say my daughter's out and she needs some extra money. Okay.
Yeah.
I can send her via our app and she will receive that in pesos on her end, but I get a percentage. I get a reward for actually doing that for her. That is massive.
Yes.
That's absolutely massive, you know? And then every time you're using it to pay your bills, okay, I'm paying my bills, but I'm being rewarded for it at the same time. And that can be your phone bills, your electricity, your water, whatever, your insurances, all of that. So, you know, that's going to be like a total game changer, absolute game changer when that takes effect, which will be this first quarter.
Well, what I like about all that whole concept of you're basically using the Philippines as your base, and once you have these templates in place and working smoothly, I'm not saying you're not going to go through hurdles with each country, but you can just duplicate it at that
basically
point.
Yeah, we'll have the blueprint.
Yep.
We'll have the blueprint. And, you know, then that just extends out all over the world, you know. Okay, well, let's say we're going to go and set up in X country. Okay, so what's your history? Well, this is what we've already done over here. We are regulated by central bank, you know, Banco Central. We have all these licenses in place, blah, blah, blah. It's working. It's been working for this amount of time. Why can we not implement this into your country? Mm-hmm. You know, that's the reality of it. And yes, we are going to hit some hurdles along the way. There is going to be a lot of red tape to get through. Yeah. But if you can show it working, which it is, it's already working here right now. Okay. We're just fine tuning and streamlining things. But once you can get that blueprint and go, all right, this is what's happening. These are arrangements with, like, you know, within government organizations or whatever. Do the same for you. Right? Yep. It's going to be great for your people.
Hey, I'm excited. You don't have to get me more excited than you are, but I mean, I just get excited. Hey, you don't just put you know, money is relative to what people can provide, and it's different in every country. But even the 25 for me over 300 days, that is still $7,500 worth of USDT. I wouldn't invest in you, the man, and your cohorts, or StableSwap if I didn't believe in your project. I mean, I absolutely see where it's going.
Thank you. I appreciate that, Jim. I really do. And again, I'm out here every day, right? I'm out here every day. I'm not hiding. You know, I'm not going to do anything shonky or you know, dodgy or anything like that. There's just too much to lose in doing that. Yeah. Okay. And I'm not prepared to do that. I mean, look, the reality is, guys, and Doug and Todd know this, I could ride off into the sunset today and not even have to worry about this. But I want to do this. I want to do this for the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a reminder if anybody's new and looking at you or looking at this live stream right now or within the past few weeks, there are plenty of AMAs out there. Well, I did one with you. Very informative. I encourage anybody to go watch those AMAs. There's parts of those AMAs that you just pour out your heart to folks.
Yeah.
And I know it can be very touching because you have a family that you want to take care of,
Yes.
not only now, but via a legacy that you leave behind for them.
That's right.
Which is very important.
Absolutely.
That's definitely one thing that we can attest to time and time again is that it's, it's not for the fame or anything like that. It's for the mere fact that, Danny and his team want to wholeheartedly help the community in bettering and, helping everybody out, helping everybody make a little money here and there. Because we all know shit's difficult.
Yes.
If you can make a little here and there in some aspect of it, like this guy right here is all about helping others do that. Always has been, always will be.
Sure. My motto's always been, take eyes off self, eyes off self, try to be a blessing to others. And, there's just funny karma. You can call it karma or you can call it a spiritual realm, whatever you want to call it. Those blessings will come back to you, whether you like it or not. If you take the focus off yourself and try to be a blessing to others. And that's what I see, the kind of heart that Danny has. And by, Staple Swap is just a vehicle. It's one of many vehicles anybody could use. The Staple Swap is a vehicle to be a blessing to many folks.
Yep.
Totally. So guys, I appreciate that. I really do. This is me. I'm out here. And honestly, my partners are the same. Obviously, they're not as visible as me, but my partners are absolutely the same. That's why they're my partners. Okay. Right. Otherwise, I wouldn't be in business with them. So, shout out to those guys. So, Emmett, more info on micro lending, please. Okay. All right. Again, I'll give as much information as I can without stepping over the mark. Okay. But the micro lending is another thing that we're bringing into it. Just to give you an idea, over here in the Philippines, we have a lot of things which are, it's very common and it's part of the culture here where we call it 5-6. Okay. 5-6 is a way that people are doing lending where you loan 500, you pay back 600.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And usually how that works is that you pay that back on a daily basis. Okay. So let's say you have this little store, someone comes along, they loan you 500, you have to pay back 600. That 600 is calculated over X amount of days, and they will come back to you every single day and get that small amount every single day until it's paid. That's what we call like a 5-6 situation. Now that's very common over here. And we're dealing with companies right now. Well, another one in particular right now, where they've been established in micro lending business since 1989.
Wow.
Okay. Very, very long time. But their systems, I don't know if I can talk about that side of it, but they've approached us, and we are actually going to bring it into a real digital realm now, and to streamline it and make it safer for people to do it this way. Okay. Through Staple Swap. So we're tokenizing their system, as well as, just making it so much better and easier all around. Now, this company already has an existing user base of 350,000 people.
Wow.
There you go.
Okay. And then with their B2B side, that's just B2C. But the B2B side, you can look at 700,000 people, 700,000 entities. So even just in the first part, imagine 350,000 people coming into Staple Swap for that alone. And the percentage of everything of that is going back to help support and sustain the system. We're going to be here for a long time, guys.
Oh, yeah. And see, and I mentioned to Danny over that AMA, there's going to be some things that happen in regards to stable swap he doesn't even know is getting ready to happen. They have a roadmap. They have a roadmap, but out of the blue, something's going to happen and say, "Hey, we're so and so. We would like to be part of this journey with you."
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and that's a beautiful thing about what we're doing, because it's so legit, right?
Yeah.
The amount of collaborations that we can do with other projects is just through the roof. Okay, you have lots of projects out there, some of these daily ROI projects, et cetera, and a lot of those are based on. Again, I'm not knocking any of these projects. It's entirely up to them what they do. Some do well, some don't. Some rug pull, some don't. Okay, but a lot of those projects are based on user adoption. You have to have all these people come in, and unfortunately it's a case of, yes, I can be profitable, but I can be profitable, but someone's losing along the way. I can make money because somebody else is losing money, and it's basically exit liquidity for some people. Yeah. But now if they can collaborate with StableSwap, and use some of their treasury funds, put it into StableSwap, then get profits from here and then put it back into their system. Well, effectively now they have an external revenue source. They're not just relying on the TVL, that's the liquidity that's going into their system, and using that to pay out rewards.
Yep.
Right. Now there's an option, or an opportunity for them to enhance their system to allow for real sustainability, because it's coming from an external revenue source. Yeah. Beautiful system.
Yeah.
So,
and every day I look at the liquidity in StableSwap. I love it going up because it's not going to go down. The only way now let me correct me on this, Danny, if I'm wrong. The only way that goes down is if somebody decides after the provisions are over with that they just want to get out of StableSwap and I'm done. I would assume that it would reflect that in that balance. Yeah.
But I mean, the reality is,
but
if you've been in it for 300 days, and you've been making 127.75% in a year on a stable coin, why would you get out? I would take your profits and then do it again. You've already ROI'd. You're working with play money now.
Well, I can guarantee you this.
Yeah.
When my plan gets to the 3-year plan, the last thing Jim is going to do is pull all that back out. Jim is just going to ride the residual that comes off of that.
Absolutely. That's absolutely crazy. And Doug and Todd, I know you haven't really been keeping up to date on it, but just so you know, when you provide liquidity to the system, when the term expires, that amount that you put in automatically goes back into your StableSwap wallet. There's no claim, there's no anything like that. It just automatically happens. Your daily rewards also automatically go back to your StableSwap wallet every single day. Every single day. You don't have to go claim. You don't have to click compound. You don't have to do any of that. It just automatically goes back.
No, only because I haven't had a chance to really dig into it like that. Or is it just one designated time frame of 365 days, or are there different options?
300 days. Right now, you've got 60 days, 120 days, and 300 days. Okay. 60 days will return you 0.1% per day. 120 days will return you 0.2% a day, and the 300 days will return you 0.35% per day without any special promos. That's just a standard thing. Okay. So if you're doing the 300 days, 0.35% a day, that's effectively roughly about 10.5% a month.
Okay.
On stables.
Yep.
Okay. Now, someone did some research out there and they said, if you're putting this into a bank, I think the maximum return on banks at the moment is like 6.6% a year.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right.
But also, if I can add to that, Danny, the other great thing is some people get scared to think, oh, if I lock it up for 300 days, then I've lost my money for 300 days. But as long as you've earned $50 rewards, as soon as it hits minimum 50, you can withdraw that back
Withdraw
into
it.
your wallet.
That's right.
So you don't have to
depending
wait
on
the
the
whole
amount
30
that you've
days.
done. Yeah. There's some people out there that their first amounts that they put in is already equivalent to 50 USDT a day or USDC. Okay. And they can literally claim that out every single day if they want.
Yep.
You know, for people that go in with lower amounts, what you do is you just let that accumulate to 50 and you can take it out, or accumulate to 25 and then you can put it in for another whole new liquidity provision.
Yep.
Every time you put in, it's an actual new liquidity provision.
Yeah. So Blue Chip
Yeah.
approached Stable Swap. If you watch his videos, he, as he describes it, a mini sledgehammer. But he's put in enough liquidity to where he is actually, I think he said he's earning around $4,500 a month that he can just take out of the system. Even though it's locked in for 300 days, that is producing around $4,500 and growing every day.
And that's without his affiliate rewards.
That's
I
correct.
think he's sitting at about 5,800 or something, 5,600 a month.
Correct. The affiliate side is going to keep paying him. If the folks that get under him, every time they do a brand new liquidity provision, let's say like I do 25 every day, my sponsor is going to get 5% of that through the affiliate program automatically. And 10% of what I earn every day off of that 25%, my sponsor gets 10% of that amount every day over that 300-day period. It adds up.
Yep.
Okay, it's time for some alpha.
Oh no, here we go.
Because you touched on it, right?
This tends to happen. This tends to happen.
I might have to have another Alak-Azul first.
Oh, here we go.
But, all right. Not yet 100% confirmed. Okay. But most of the time, you know, what I present to my partners, we just go through with it anyway.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to do an Alak-Azul. Alak-Azul.
There you go.
Okay. We are gearing up for February to be a great month for increasing our number of providers and growing our teams. Okay. So again, this is not 100% confirmed, but there's a big chance that we are going to give an additional bonus for your new signups. So your referral reward may be a little bit higher than 5%.
Nice.
For your directs.
Whoa.
Okay. Quite possibly for a big portion of February. Okay.
Cool.
So that's just going to be incentive for you to start talking with people and getting more on board. Okay. So that will just be for that particular time period. That's not going to be forever, but that'll just be for that particular time period where if someone comes in underneath you, well, instead of getting the 5%, you'll be getting X amount.
Right.
Does that sound pretty exciting for you guys?
So let's say, and I'm just throwing in a number out there. You sign up somebody in February, and let's say that you get, I don't know, 7% instead of 5%. And not only that, Danny comes along with this special promo surprise in an hour, and now you got this liquidity set over the side, and you take advantage of that. Man, February. I guess
it's massive.
The flowers and the chocolate will just have to be put to the side for Valentine's Day.
So there you go. There's a little bit of alpha. I'm not going to go into all the specifics of that, but there is definitely something that's coming within February, which will be incentives. Okay.
Sounds great, Danny.
Okay. For you to grow your teams. So, but there will also be, and again, I'm not going to give specifics. And this is not so you guys just hold off until February. Please don't do that, because we just want to keep this thing just going. Okay. But there will definitely be, and I'm not going to give a specific date, but there will definitely be a time within February that you will get a higher APR. And I'm not going to say what that is. Okay.
Nice. Very
Sounds
nice.
cool. Awesome.
All right.
I love it.
So February is going to be an amazing month. Here on the ground here in the Philippines, we are actually doing another big event on a specific nice day on the February calendar. Okay, so in the office, we're doing a nice big event here. And Doug and Todd, just in case you don't know, we actually have a physical office over here as well.
Oh, nice.
That you can come in, and we got the office. We've set it up. We're about 80% finished on the actual fit out, but we are actually operational. And we're doing presentations in the office weekly, 3 days a week.
Wow.
Physical presentations in the office. And then starting February, we're doing presentations like what we were doing with Blocks Media, where we're talking about teaching people how to do, what is blockchain, what is crypto, how to set up MetaMask, how to set up Rabbi, other opportunities. So it's not just about stable swap, it's about other things in crypto. So we're literally bringing crypto back to the streets and teaching no coiners how to make that transition into the space.
That's awesome.
So that's what's happening here. We have the office. I signed the lease that'll be there for 2 years at least. Okay. So we're here for the long run.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
That sounds awesome, Danny. Now, Danny, I'd just like to say we have to disappear. My little crew here. So, Rick.
It's okay. Where's your DB, bro? Wow, he's got it. Should I do one more for you? I know you're going to disappear, so I'm going to do one more for you.
A toast
Brother.
to New Zealand. Yeah.
To New Zealand.
That's right.
Cheers. Cheers, people. Cheers.
Gotta
Thanks,
love the
again.
internet.
Take care,
Yeah.
and we'll see you next week. Thank you for everything you do.
Take care.
Thank
Bye,
you very much
everyone.
also. Bye.
Bye.
So there, guys. I don't know. That's pretty exciting, I think, on my side of things.
Oh, it is.
So
Nice.
if you guys were thinking of bringing yourselves on and bringing more people on, again, this is Doug and Todd, or anyone out there that's still sitting on the fence, not knowing whether they're going to jump in or not.
Right.
I
mean, it's incentive to us, but it's incentive to them to share with others that same month.
Yep.
In other words, get a jump start. Get a jump start. This is how you do
That's
it.
right. That's right. And we don't frown. Again, we don't frown upon creating new accounts for yourself.
Right.
And I'm not going to elaborate on that. But we don't frown upon it. It's entirely up to you. There's no way of really gaming the system.
Right, because nobody's being taken advantage of anyway.
No, there's no game in the system. Okay, the system is the way it is, and it doesn't matter if you make multiple accounts underneath yourself. It doesn't matter because it's still fresh money that's going in anyway.
Correct.
Unless you put in like 500K.
That's fine. Do it. Do it. The system allows for that, brother. Honestly, Todd, the system allows for that. If you want to refer yourself, go ahead and do it.
So
Go ahead and do it. It doesn't hurt us. You know why? Because we're not dependent on new users, and we're not dependent on your liquidity that you add to the system. We're not dependent on that to pay out rewards.
Right. It's the fees that are paying out. So it doesn't matter where it comes in and where it comes from.
Doesn't matter.
Or how deep or who it's under. That liquidity is being used for the OTC part of the platform.
That's right. When you put in money into and you provide liquidity, we use that liquidity to fill orders on the OTC.
Nice.
Who cares where it came from? It doesn't matter. The numbers are still the same.
Yeah.
Self-refer if you want to. Go ahead and do it. It doesn't matter.
It's a brilliant system. The more you learn about it.
It literally, who cares? So let's look at this, Fuzzy. When you withdraw 50, if using BSC, fee is $2. That fee will come out of the 50. So the transfer to the wallet is 48. Yes, Fuzzy. That is correct. Okay.
Yeah.
For BSC, it's fixed $2. For Tron, it's fixed $2. Okay. For Ethereum, it's 10 to $15. That may fluctuate depending on network requirements at that time. Okay. So anyone that is getting into the system, I strongly suggest use BSC or Tron.
Hey, Danny,
Okay.
with
I got
like credit card purchases or anything like that yet, Danny, or is it just like
At this
USD?
point, no. The OTC, well, you can if you're here in the Philippines.
Oh, okay.
You can use that in the Philippines right now. But the OTC is based on obviously licensing within the areas of jurisdiction that we actually currently have through partnership with Top One Tech. The the jurisdiction that our licenses allow us to do so. But obviously in the US and stuff like that, we can't at this point. Okay, but again, we are getting to that point.
Gotcha.
But here in the Philippines, yeah, sure. You can use credit card, you can use bank account, you can use all of that to purchase your USDT or USDC via our OTC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Danny,
And
I got a
yes.
question for you. I know that Ethereum over the years, and I don't know why they don't address it, but the gas fees can just be crazy on
absolutely.
the Ethereum network. But has StableSwap even considered, or you considered perhaps maybe the Polygon network, which is a subset of Ethereum, as opposed to using Ethereum to help save on fees on both ends?
Yeah, that's EVM. We definitely have considered it and definitely looking into it. And if you consider the roadmap that we're working on, we are going to be implementing these particular things. The OTC, it's integration of things such as that, different networks. We're looking at Pulse Chain as well at the moment, because obviously if we can have Pulse Chain in place, that just opens the doors for all these new protocols that are coming out in Pulse, where we can now do on-ramp and off-ramp using Pulse.
Right.
Okay. We have the ability to do that. But also when you're looking at like the stablecoin side of things, and people ask me these things from time to time, they go, okay, what happens if the US dollar dumps? Yeah. What happens if the US dollar dumps? And that's a valid question.
Right.
At the end of the day, the USDT or the USDC that you put in will still be the same amount of USDT and USDC that you put in, but the value may be different based on if the US dollar dumps, right? Or goes up or down or whatever. But we also have the ability within our system to add other stable coins if need be.
Right.
That are based on different currencies.
Well, I can assure you that if the US dollar dumps, the ripple effect across the cryptos that are more volatile would even dump more.
Yeah. It's one of those things, man. Like, we can say, all right, yeah, StableSwap will be affected, but it's not just StableSwap. So you can never put that shit onto StableSwap. It's everybody.
It's everybody.
Right. But the fact that we actually have the ability to add stables from using other currencies, and guys, it's not like we're just going to be here and be reactive. We're actually proactive. We see these things happening before they actually happen.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And same with BUSD. We used to have BUSD. Okay. And ultimately, BUSD was not affecting us, but we saw what the community were looking for. So what did we do? We changed it up and we converted all of our BUSD to USDT.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ahead of time. Right.
Yeah.
So we wouldn't experience these issues. Same thing. Again, we're not some little 2-bit company that has 2 or 3 people working on a computer.
We have a phrase around here: 2 men in a kiosk, or 2 men in a truck. 2 men in a truck. You're not
Definitely
2 men in a truck.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm not saying we're some like huge corporation at this point in time, but the plans are in place. The plans are in place, and we're adding to it as we need to. And I've done this with every single business I've had in my life. I started off with what we needed, and as we needed more, I just keep adding to it. Okay. It releases the stress of actually deploying a business.
Right.
If you come in with something so huge in the beginning, you're literally working to meet your liabilities all the time.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Why not just add to that and grow with that as you need to?
Yep.
And that's what we're doing with StableSwap. I told you we're going to be putting on like another 10 to 12 people within this next month.
That's why I'm on board.
Yeah.
That old cartoon characters, just shut up and take my money. There you go. Shut up and take my money. Hey, I got to get out of here too. I got to.
Yeah, no worries at all, Jim. Thank you so much,
But
brother. I appreciate you, man.
No,
I really appreciate you.
I'm
And I
gonna be
love
doing
the
some more
videos you're
videos
doing.
on Stable Swap this weekend.
Oh, awesome,
All right.
brother. Thank you so much for joining us.
Yeah, man. Take care, Danny. Y'all take care too, Doug and Todd.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Later. Hey, on that note, I'm just going to quickly play this other thing because we have had a couple of issues with this, and I'm going to play this, and you guys can go through and watch this again later on or whatever. But I am going to play this right now, just for a second.
Okay.
There you go.
Very nice.
I know you'll have to watch it again later on, but what we've had in this past week, we've had a few scammers come into the Telegram group. Okay.
Oh.
And some of them, they're actually in there, or they have an alter ego alternate something in the Telegram group where they're not actually active. But what happens is that alter ego is now watching the Telegram group, seeing if people are asking for tech support, blah, blah, blah. And then with their other account, what they'll do is they'll message and say, oh, I'm part of the tech team.
Yep.
So they'll send them a direct message. And what's been happening is that, they're trying to address like real tech questions, but they're scammers, and they go, go to this address and fill out this form and we will help you. And what they've been doing, unfortunately, is some people go through that process. And what happens is that they lose their money that's sitting in their wallet, not in Stable Swap, but in their MetaMask or whatever, because that form allows them access
To everything.
to your MetaMask account. Guys,
Yep.
please, we never, ever will send you links to a form to fill out. Never, ever. We will never ask you for your seed phrase. We will never ask you to give permissions for this and that. No. Okay?
Yep.
Be very, very careful, guys. Be very, very careful. Okay?
There's a lot of people that are money hungry out there and will do anything they can.
Man, it makes me fucking sick, to be honest.
Yeah.
It really annoys the hell out of me. Okay? And you know what? I'm seriously looking at bringing on a bounty guy.
Really?
That will literally track all this shit and just destroy these people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Yep.
literally looking at that. So, for example, I got Matt here. Okay, Matt Ewing. Oh man, I love this guy. Part of the Crypto Collective. He's one of my super mods, super moderators in the Telegram. And this is the guy that said, "Yeah, I'm gonna probably have a small position in Stable Swap," and he's no longer in like a, he's no longer a small position in Stable Swap. He's just loving it. Okay.
Nice.
But someone impersonated Matt this week.
Oh, wow.
Yep. And that person that impersonated Matt was able to fool some people and took I think it was like 500 USDT from somebody in this past week. Yep. Okay. So we are aware of this. We know what's going on. And to that person that's out there, I'm watching you. I'm watching you. Okay. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to get to it, and we're going to sort this shit out. But unfortunately, it does happen.
It happens far too often.
It does. It happens far too often. So, we're looking at ways to counteract that. But yeah, man, again, I'm gonna look straight into the camera. I'm gonna say, I'm watching you, fucker. I'll get you.
Let me know if you need boots on the ground over here.
Oh man. Seriously. That shit pisses me off to the nth degree. Okay.
Well,
I'm here trying to help people.
Like, what kind of person are you that you can take somebody else's hard-earned money like that just for absolutely no reason?
For what?
Right.
I mean, hey, you look at that. That's 500 USDT someone's worked hard to get. But really, is 500 USDT enough to fucking justify your jail term if I catch you?
Right.
All right.
Yep.
And I will catch you.
I think one of the biggest
in the
issues
camera. I will catch you.
I think one of the biggest issues is that they don't think they're going to get caught.
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. Go for it, Danny. Get them, Danny. There are YouTube channels that hunt scammers. Could be a good cross. This didn't work the way. Look at this. Right? FR is fuck the rug. We've had to put it on the because we've been so focused on stable swap.
Yep.
But once we like fully push forward with FTR, fuck the rug. God help you guys that are trying to rip people off. We're gonna get you. It's not just us. There's so many people out there that are sick of scams and sick of rug pulls and all of that shit, and they're gonna get you for free. Absolutely. They're gonna get you and they're gonna smash you, man.
Absolutely.
Do not do this shit. We want to help people. We want to make this a safe place for people. Don't fuck it up.
Exactly.
Yeah. Look at this. Remember when someone did that to Tony? Yeah. We were doing giveaways. We were doing giveaways at Christmas. Okay. And you guys got my giveaways back then as well. We did the same time. Okay. And there were people trying to message and say, and they were trying to impersonate Tony.
Really?
Tony Morrow. They were trying to impersonate Tony Morrow in the chats and trying to get me to send the money to them. Didn't happen. It didn't happen because I know Tony and I know her accounts. Okay. Wow. So it didn't happen. Yeah. But we're onto it. People are onto it. And, all of you people out there that are trying to do this scammy shit, the community is onto you. The community is onto you.
Yep.
You'll have a short-lived life.
We had touch base a couple of years ago when that happened. People with drip, and we had helped them get back into the project because what little bit they had in the project was taken, and they didn't have a whole lot to work with already in life.
Yep. So this is the advantage of I guess this is the beauty of stable swap, because we are CFI, but we're also DeFi. So we have a little bit more control compared to some of the pure DeFi projects. And I know people go, oh yeah, but it's CFI, like blah, blah, blah. But there's advantages of it. Okay.
Right. Yep.
There's advantages in this. So yeah, we're onto it. We're going to kick butt. But Doug and Todd, it's so fucking good to see you on here. It's been a minute, man. And I know you're dealing with some other stuff, but boys, you two being part of like Stable Swap, oh man, my God, man.
Well, we already have the account set up. It's just that there's nothing in there yet. It hasn't been looked at ever since.
That's okay.
Initially, but
that's okay. But even just like being part of, like, even within the Telegram group, I don't know if you guys have been on the Telegram group, man, it is so positive. It is so amazing. And you get into there and, you know, there's no FUD. And even if there is, if it's justified FUD, that's okay. I'll address it. But if you keep doing your shit, I'm going to remove you.
Right.
Right. And if not me, Fuzzy's got a big axe, man. Fuzzy Crypto has got a big axe, and he's just going to slice them down, as well as Matt and the other admins in there. So, you know, constructive criticism or constructive questions, that's fine. We allow that, as you know, we allow that. But when you start going down that stupid fucking road, well, no, you get eliminated, man. So when you're in the Telegram groups, man, it's just super positive. You know, I will proudly say that our Telegram group is like definitely one of the best out there.
I remember back in the day, you used to see people jumping into those groups, and all they did was sit there and bitch and complain about everything and drag everybody down. And it was day after day after day. Like, do you have nothing better to do? Just go find something better to do. Get the hell out of here.
Yep, exactly. Okay. I just don't get it, man. Why do that?
Yep.
Why do that? You know, there's no real point or purpose in doing that.
Exactly.
We're going to catch you eventually. What are you going to make? What are you going to make out of it? All right. Even if it's 500 or $1,000, are you willing to fuck up your life for 500 or $1,000?
Well, exactly. They're not thinking in the first place.
They're not. Absolutely. So our TG is the best. Tony, yes, it is. And I've got to say that proudly. Yes, it is. It's absolutely amazing. The group is just super awesome. You know, everyone is so supportive of each other. And Doug, Todd, if you go in there, you'll see all those deposits and liquidity provisions coming in every day, every single day, man.
I'm pretty sure tomorrow's going to be the day to start looking through that, and
we'll be there.
Oh,
yeah, we'll definitely be in there.
Man, shout out to Emmett out there in the chats. Like Emmett has his aqueduct project for drip.
Okay.
Aqueduct. He's also a very, very respected and well-known member within that community. And I mentioned this to him a long time ago, and it's just recently he's decided to come on board. And then he's gone through, and when he came through, there was like 5,000 plus messages already on our Telegram, and he went through each and every one.
Nice.
Okay. And I saw a comment from him the other day. Emmett, I don't know if you're still out there, man, but I saw a comment from him the other day, and he said, "This is our forever home. This is our forever home." And for me, that's like amazing, you know, because it is. Doug, Todd, you guys have known me for so long now.
Oh God,
right?
yeah, forever.
You know where I come from, and
Australia.
Man, what we built, what we built now, it's beautiful. Absolutely freaking beautiful. You know, people are getting money every single day. Mm-hmm. It's working like clockwork. Your rewards are paid out every day. When you do liquidity provisions, it's there. You know, it just works so smooth. Yeah.
It's only the beginning.
Yeah, it's only the beginning. It's only the beginning. We started November 9 here in the Philippines, November 8 in the US. What are we on now? Right now, just refreshing my screen. Okay, so we have 970 providers right now.
Nice.
And we have 709,463 USDT or USD liquidity provided. I know that's small compared to others, but this is stable.
Right.
And that liquidity doesn't dump.
Yep.
We don't have another token. It's just pure stable coins. So it's not like, oh, you're going to have mad selling. You can't have mad panic selling. You can't. That our system is not like that.
Right.
Okay. Rewards being paid out are not from that liquidity anyway. It's from an external, legit business, which is our OTC through partnership with Top One Tech. What can you ask for? You know,
Explain real quick what the OTC part of it is.
OTC is over the counter. Okay. So it's basically OTC is a way that you can go from fiat into crypto.
Okay.
Okay. And there's obviously fees associated with that. And you can go from crypto to fiat. And what StableSwap does is it allows people to provide liquidity, which will facilitate and to fill those orders on the OTC.
So as far as the United States goes, the OTC is not eligible for us yet, but we can provide liquidity. Is that correct?
Absolutely. That's right.
And that's where the percentage is earned, is off providing liquidity.
And the big difference is this: the liquidity that you provide, whether it be USDT or USDC, is physically still yours. You are not exchanging it for a token. We have the licenses in place with our partnerships with Top One Tech, and it's powered by Top One Tech, that the liquidity that you provide, we have custody over it for the period of time, and we have management rights over it to generate a revenue for you. Okay. But at the end of the term, it automatically gets given back to you. So technically, it's still yours. You are not giving it to us and we're exchanging it for an LP token or anything like that. It is still USDT in, USDT out, USDC in, USDC out, BSC in, BSC out, Tron in, Tron out, Ethereum in, Ethereum out. So that is still technically yours. And as LCM says, and we're doing this as part of our marketing, it's so boring, but I love it. Because you don't have this volatility. You don't have to check charts every day to see if your investment is dumped.
Right.
We don't have any of that.
Very nice. Essentially just borrowing you the money then.
Yeah, you are. Eventually. Yeah. Effectively, that's what's happening.
Yep.
Okay. And at the end of the term, it automatically goes back to your StableSwap wallet. No need to claim, nothing. Our system shows you how many days you have left, what percentage you're on, how much you've generated within that time. And that's it. It automatically goes back to your wallet. Even your rewards every single day automatically goes back to your wallet.
It's not you have to go in and claim type situation. It just
not at all.
Very nice.
Not at all. I actually, I'm just going to log into one of my.
There's really nothing
here
that you can complain about.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing. Let me just bring up.
What was it? Just like the old food dehydrator commercials back in the day. Just set it and forget it.
That's literally what it is, bro. You don't have to, waiting for the merch. Yes, the merch is coming, guys. I'm really sorry. I have been super busy, but the merch is coming. And, so you'll be able to get your shirts and caps and stuff like that. And all of that will also contribute. Let me just check this out. Let me just open up on my side here. Just a moment. Sorry. New tab, new window. I've just got so many tabs open, so let me just open up one of these accounts. I don't have an account personally.
Okay.
I don't, right? Because, well, for me, it just seems kind of a little bit unethical that me as a founder is doing it, right? So,
True.
but in saying that, I'll be straight up and transparent. My wife does have an account, and my children do have an account. Okay.
Yep.
Right. And why not? For them, why not? But for me personally, I'm not doing it. But let me just share this screen for a second, and let me just check. Our chart is a straight line. Yeah, pretty much, man. Set and forget until the term expires and provide liquidity again. Absolutely. So just for you guys, I will share this. I think this is the one I'm going to share. Okay, so for you guys, if you can see this is my son's account. Okay, he actually has another 25 USDT in there right now, which he's generated over time. He currently has $418 in there, and so his lifetime rewards are $43. Okay, So can you see this okay?
Yep.
Guys out there? Yep. Okay. So if you look at this right now, liquidity provided, we have 709,463 in liquidity provided, 971 people there. So what happens is that, okay, this is the dashboard. You can deposit straight into here by selecting either USDT. And if you do have USDT, you have the option of Tron Chain, Ethereum Chain, and Binance Smart Chain. Again, I don't recommend Ethereum. Again, depending on the amount that you're doing, but it's a big chunk, okay, the gas fees and stuff. So you have that option there. You have withdrawals and you have internals. You have, USDT in here right now. This is my balance of my son's balance of USDT. He doesn't have anything in USDC because he has nobody underneath him. This is just a solo account specifically for him, okay? That's a dashboard. Then you have liquidity pools. The liquidity pools, you have these options here. You have short term, which is 0.1% per day for 60 days. Generated APR, I've got to say this, is 36.5%. But APR is annual percentage rate. Okay, it's annual percentage rate. It does not mean you're earning 36.5% in 60 days. It's 36.5% annually. So you would take this 36.5% and divide that by 365 days, which gives you your 0.1% per day. Okay, so that's 60 days. 120-day term, generated APR 73%, which is actually 0.2% per day. So APR again, 73%. You would divide that by 365 days, which would give you 0.2% per day. The long term, which is 300 days, is 127.75%, and daily rewards is 0.35% per day. So that 127.75, you would divide that by 365, and it would give you a 0.35% per day. If you want to work out exactly how much you would earn within that 300 days, you would take your 0.35% a day and multiply that by 300 days. Okay, which is roughly about 105%.
Okay.
Okay. And these rewards are paid out daily. So if you look at, let's go history, and you can see these rewards. This is daily. So my son's account here, right, with his current liquidity, let's go, hang on. Let's go to liquidity pools. He's got two different provisions in place. He's got one for 200 here. It's earning 127.75%. It has another one here of 218 at 127.75%. And this is the expiry date. So this one's 255 days left. This is his rewards on that. And this one here is 282 days left. And this is his reward on that. So if you look at history and you look at his rewards to date, as you can see with the dates here, this is the 27th, this is 26th, 25th. You can see this is coming through every single day. Right? Every day. And those rewards automatically go to his balances here.
Okay.
When this balance reaches 50 USDT for him, he can withdraw it if he wants to. But once it's reached like this now, it's 25 USDT, he can actually now take this and reinvest it or create a whole new liquidity provision with it if he wishes, which would start another 300 days on that amount that he's actually done.
Okay.
Let's do this live right now. I'll show you live. Okay. So he currently has 2. All right. And I'm managing his account at this point in time, but that's cool. Okay. He's only 13. So I'm still doing it, but he also has the ability to do this himself. So you would come to here, liquidity pools, long-term, and you would just click on liquidity provision. You would select the token that you want. So it's 25 here, USDT. We would just put in 25. We click this as an acknowledgement. So upon creating, interacting, and transacting with an account under this platform, StableSwap, I hereby and voluntarily agree to be bound by the terms and conditions set forth by Top One Tech Corporation, a virtual asset custodian entity supervised by Bangko Sentral ng Filipinas, BSP, which is central bank, which is the government bank, to engage in virtual asset service provider activities in the Philippines. So you do that, you click on this, you put in the amount, you click on that one, and you click on confirm. it gives you the information there, and then you click on confirm. Your request has been processed. So now, as you can see here in the liquidity provisions, now he has another one there. 300 days, 25 is the amount. It's 127.75% APR. And within 24 hours, he will start to receive his rewards.
Okay.
That's it. So simple.
Now, with each one of those that he has down there, is it possible for him to come back in and let's say he wants to toss an extra $50 into that first one with only 25? Can he?
No, it can't happen.
Time?
Each one is a whole new liquidity provision.
Okay.
Because from time to time, this APR, example, when we're doing promotions, this APR may change.
Okay.
And you can't get in on that. You have to do it for the particular day that is.
Gotcha. What's the number of liquidity provisions or liquidity pools you can have going at one point in time?
Unlimited.
Okay.
Unlimited. So there you go. So that's how that works. And then you would look at, affiliates. My son has no affiliates because we're not using it for that. Okay. Again, ethically speaking, I'm not doing that.
Right.
Anyone else can do it as much as they want, but I'm not doing it. So, and let me just bring up some of these things. My name is Matt Ewing, and I'm a stable swap. Stable swapaholic. So compounding makes the math funky. Yes, it does. So effectively, you don't have a compound button, but any DCA that you do is effectively compounding. Dollar cost averaging in, it creates a new provision. You are effectively compounding. So Danny can't rug his kids and wife, all the proof we needed.
He could. He probably just wouldn't have a home after that.
Big shout out to my boy Reggie in Canada, Chilltown Graphics. Brother, big shout out to you. Reggie also has an account with StableSwap now. Brother, reach out to me. I'm going to get you. We have to talk in the next couple of days and let you know that we are doing stuff. Your account is looking absolutely beautiful, by the way. So there you go. Big shout out to Chilltown Graphics. You guys, if you need, if you want some custom shirts and stuff, hit up Chilltown Graphics and he can do all of that shit for you. So, yeah, 100%, Tony. And that's relating to this. So, hey, brother, I love you too, man. Love you too. This thing is absolutely awesome and amazing, and I'm glad you're in it. So each liquidity provision deposit is its own entity, but your account aggregates them into a single entity. Absolutely. Right? So your daily rewards all come back to this same wallet balance. So you may be earning like 0.35% on 25 USDT, but you may have another one that's 100 USDT in it. It's still generating 0.35%, and they're all going back to that same wallet. So you can accrue and accumulate your 50 or your 25 USDT in rewards very quickly by having multiple accounts.
Right.
Yep. Okay. Let me stop sharing the screen for a sec. So pretty amazing stuff, man.
Very nice.
I think we've built a beast.
Yeah, I think so. It kind of looks like it.
We've got quite a few big YouTubers out there. Again, like we've hit 709,000.
That's awesome.
In liquidity. That's beautiful. We're going to hit the million in February for sure. 100% for sure. Yep. Okay. It's just going so smoothly. I've got no complaints about it. It's beautiful. Anyway.
Awesome.
We've been going, Jesus, gone so quick. An hour and 54 minutes. What the hell? So I guess I'm going to have to do another Alak-Azul. All right.
Oh, that's
so for all of you amazing people out there, Alak-Azul.
Alak-Azul.
And yes, I'm going to bring this up. I'll bring up this one for Lifelines Forever. That's Jim, who was on the call with us earlier.
Okay.
He has this strategy of 25 USDT every single day. All right. And he started on January 1. So New Year's. And he's going to do it for the next 300 days, 25 USDT every single day, which will equate to 7,500 USDT in 300 days.
Nice.
Okay. But keeping it simple and not having to go, 7,500 in one hit, is just doing it. And each time that he does that, because it's a whole new liquidity provision, it's still generating that 0.35% a day. Okay, and he actually got in on some specials there, which was good, some promos. So it's actually a little bit more than that. But what happens at the end of the 300-day term, his initial 25 that he did on day one is going to be automatically sent back to his stable swap wallet without having to claim or without anything. So now that 25 is sitting there, he has the option of either withdrawing that or creating a whole new liquidity provision.
Right. Okay.
And then because he's still maintaining that 25 USDT a day, now every day after 300 days, he has his 25 coming back. He can add another 25 to his wallet balance and then now do liquidity provisions of 50 per day as opposed to 25 per day. Yeah.
Awesome.
And as he said, in a little over 3 years, that initial amount that he started putting in equates to 120,000.
Wow.
3 years. Pretty amazing. And he can take profits along the way. And that's not including his affiliate rewards.
Yeah, he's going to be making quite a bit.
Yeah. Remember Brandon?
Yeah.
Drip Guide? Dude, DeFi Guide, Drip Guide. In the first week, he just said, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to do it. And on that within that first month, he was already earning $4,800 a month.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. And there's people in there that are bigger than him now.
Holy man.
Yep. And he did message me. He said, bro, thank you, because this gave us a really good Christmas and it is literally paying my bills.
That's awesome.
And this is on stables, man.
Yeah, you have built a beast, that's for sure.
Man, Doug, Todd, I was speaking with you about this before we even launched. You know that.
Yep.
Okay. Here we are now. Here we are. It's all happening.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to play around with it a little bit, trying to wrap my head around it.
Yep. Well, you guys, if you already created your account, just go in and just check it out, man. Just have a look.
Yep.
It's really simple. It's nothing complex. It's just so simple. You provide liquidity, you get X amount per day. Done. That's it. Set and forget. So Matt is saying, to me, the term amount is irrelevant. What's important is the daily income. Absolutely. Jim, thank you so much, bro. Thank you. I got to put this out there. $10, man. I really appreciate it. And just so you guys know, like with Matt last week mentioning this, all of these like super stickers and super chats, and you got what you guys are, sharing with the channel. This is actually going to go towards my daughter's tuition when she goes to NIDA, which is the National Institute of Dramatic Arts in Australia.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, because that's her thing. Her dream is to be on Broadway, and she wants to graduate from NIDA. And NIDA, it's a struggle to get into there. It's like a 12% success rate to enter that school.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, with multiple auditions along the way. But to state some of the people that have graduated from NIDA, you're looking at like Nicole Kidman, Hugh Jackman, Russell Crowe, I think, some of the big names. They've all come from NIDA, and look where they are today.
It's kind of like almost like the Juilliard of the United States.
Yes, it is. It is. It's like Juilliard. But yeah, 12% success rate. I think they only take like 120 people a year. So that's her dream, and that's what a lot of these guys have been helping with the super chats and stuff. I mean, we're all good, but I totally appreciate it that that's what they're trying to do. So we appreciate it, and I can guarantee you 100% all of this that comes in, this is for her. So thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for that.
That's awesome.
Emmett, freedom is built in $25 increments. Yes, it is. Matt Ewan, Brandon is a goat. Absolutely, absolutely. I remember that Brandon and I were like one of the first people that ever interviewed or had on our stream Forex Shark from Drip.
Yep.
Okay, that was way back in the day. So, yep, truly passive income. Praying she gets in first try, brother. So am I. I'm really praying that she gets in first try, but being realistic, most people take like multiple attempts before they can get in, and we're prepared for that. You know, I'm building her up to that point that she knows she can accept not failure, because we don't talk about failure, but we can accept that she may not get in on that first time.
Yep.
You know, that's a reality.
Did you say is she going for like acting or singing or
what?
what?
Broadway. She's a singer.
Okay.
Right? She's a singer, but you know, when you go into NIDA, it's like it takes into account all of the dramatic arts, so you will learn all of those things.
Nice.
You know, so and she has such a passion for it, and her heart is in it, man. Like, oh, I get teary-eyed every time I think about it. You know, she's blessed. She's literally blessed. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. And that's the thing about what we do within this space, you know, like with Stable Swap and you know, everything we do in the space. This gives us the opportunity to be able to provide for our children if they want to achieve that, because there's a lot of talent out there that unfortunately financially the families cannot support them to be in that.
Yep.
Right. We don't have these things like student loans and things like that. No, we don't have that. Right.
Yep.
And even if you did, like you're paying back the loan over like so many years. It's like, man, how do you get ahead? You know, you just get involved in that same bullshit rat race. So that's what this is about. This is why I do this. This is my purpose.
I never went to well, I guess it was kind of a large university, but I graduated 50,000 in debt.
Yeah. See, imagine trying to start your true working life. I mean, you don't even have to imagine that you were there. But yeah, can we ease that burden from people? Knowing that when you're working straight away to pay debt, that sucks, dude. Yep. That literally sucks. Why should you have to? Why has the system failed you? The system has failed you.
Exactly.
If it means that you have to start your path in that adult life of being able to support yourself, why are you having to start that with a debt? It shouldn't be that way.
Well, and especially when they are basically screwing you over on interest rates so damn bad that, you know, you make a payment and you're making most of your payment towards just the interest, not even the balance of it.
Exactly. Exactly right. So that's a pretty sad situation. I want to change that. I'm on a mission to change that.
Absolutely.
All right. So, and I appreciate all of you being out there and being supportive of what I do. Man, again, it just gets me emotionally, knowing that so many of you are seeing my vision and seeing what I'm trying to do here. And that's why I get this support from you, and my heart goes out to all of you. You know, thank you. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart.
We should be the ones thanking you. You got us excited about all this stuff, just like you are, and that's why we are still here.
Anyway, guys, we've gone 2 hours and 4 minutes, and we can probably go for another 10 hours, but you know, I can do that. So, but Doug, Todd, if you can stay on just for a minute, I'm going to do my, you know, my goodbyes here and my outros here. You know what, Matt? And I'm gonna address this, Matt. That's actually one of my dreams. To be totally honest with you, Stable Swap Institute of Fine Arts. You know, that is definitely something that's not just some pie in the sky. That is definitely something that we can achieve.
Right.
We can achieve this, and that's my mission. okay, to make these things happen. So love it. Absolutely love it. Everything you do. Thank you, brother. Thanks, LCM. Danny, and this opportunity. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Just before, because I know that this thing was based on like Telegram security and stuff, I'm gonna play the video one more time so you guys can see it. You know, anyone that's out there, if you're watching this on the replay, just slow it down if you want. You have the option of slowing things down if you want to see the information. But I'm going to put this out there right now. Just a sec, guys. There you go. I hope that gives some people some information and, you know, on how to protect yourself in Telegram, because there's a lot of scammers out there.
Absolutely.
A lot of scammers out there. So there you go. Let's quickly go back to the chats here just for a second. Yes. And I don't know if you guys know about this, Doug and Todd, but we are setting up Alak-Azul Island this 2024.
Really?
Yes. I can talk to you about that offline if you want to, but we're definitely doing that. That's coming 2024. Beautiful. Thanks for all of it, Danny. Thank you also, Emmett. Brother, you're a champion. And I can see some amazing stuff happening for you. Oh, also, guys, Crypto Night, Drip to Wealth. I will be doing an AMA with him on X Spaces, Twitter Spaces, either this week or next week on a Wednesday your time, so Thursday my time. So please look out for that one. I'll update you guys. Great stream. Catch you guys later in TG. Yes, Matt. Thank you for the stream, Danny. We love you. I love you too, Tony, and thank you so much for that. Peace and blessings. Stay safe, everyone. Okay, guys, I'm going to play out my outro. Doug and Todd, please stay on just for a minute. And I'm going to do this right now. Everyone out there, I got one more Alak-Azul set up just for you guys. Thank you so much. Alak-Azul, I love you all. And thank you for the support. Alak-Azul. All right, let me find my outro. Later.